I often say something that a lot of people find pretty hilarious, and that's that I believe Battlefront 2 could have been the biggest game on the market. That's where my mindset was a year ago. When you see a game like Fortnite come out of absolutely nowhere and take the gaming scene by storm, you have to ask yourself, what could Battlefront have done with the Star Wars fanbase it has? The amount of people that are so passionate about this franchise, what could it have achieved? I get asked a lot, do you think we're going to see a Battlefront 3? And my answer to this is, we didn't even need a Battlefront 2. If Battlefront 1 would have had content from all three eras, you could have just kept on adding on to that in the future. It didn't, so they introduced Battlefront 2, fair enough, that has content from all three eras. All you need to do then is keep adding content into this game for years to come. But after Battlefront 2's horrific launch, it is clear that EA lost a lot of faith in the game and they weren't willing to give DICE as much material to work with in terms of adding content to the game frequently. I still personally believe that if Battlefront 2 was to get regular content to a very high standard, it could easily make a recovery. Think about it, if they were adding heroes one month, then a ton of skins, next month a few maps. Another month, people would come flooding back into the game. The Star Wars license is really being wasted right now when it comes to games, and I just hope once the new Battlefield is out, hopefully this can allow a lot of DICE's attention to go back to Battlefront and this game could make a recovery. I admit I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love it to. So where am I going with this? Well, a guy called Ethan sent me this huge document, and at first I thought nothing of it, and then I realised it's the most detailed document I've ever seen in my life when it comes to Battlefront 2. Probably, or not probably, definitely more detailed than all of my videos put together. So he, like myself, is a big Star Wars fan, and he's put together this huge list of content, and I mean huge. I'm going to leave a link in the description, but there's so much on offer here, and I want to bring some of the highlights to EA and DICE's attention. If they watch this, they probably won't, and if not, we can bring some of the highlights to the community's attention, as I know you guys are going to watch this. He's listed different modes, some we have in the game, some we don't, like Galactic Assault, Galactic Conquest, Blast, Heroes vs Villains, Cargo, Extraction, and Operations. The rank system he's built has to be the most detailed thing I've ever seen. He goes up to 500 ranks on this, and I know a lot of people will be thinking, isn't that a lot? But if you want to keep the live service in this game going for many years to come, which is possible, with the fanbase Star Wars has, then you want to add on so many ranks. There's a default skin for each trooper, then we have stuff for the Imperials, Rebels, Resistance, First Order, Republic, and the Separatists. And imagine after grinding you finally reach rank 500 and you unlock the Stormtrooper Honor Guard, the Death Star Gunner, the Alderaan Trooper, the Twi'lek, a red version of it, and the First Order ATM-6 pilot. After all that grinding, that would feel so worth it. And he's also added on some rewards for collecting gold trophies. You could unlock a gold Stormtrooper, that's an amazing idea. A B1 battle droid with the old red markings could be a reward as well. An Edu scientist skin, that's something I've never thought of, and a clone pilot. These additional rewards, I like it. Then he's put down for each era all the planets and all the different locations for each game mode. So Sullust is on there with a Galactic Assault map, a Conquest map, a Blast map, a Heroes vs Villains map, an Extraction map, and a Cargo map, and he's done this for each planet. I'm going to go through the planets that aren't in the game currently, or aren't in the multiplayer at least. And these include Corellia, Lothal, Cloud City for Bespin. I know Bespin is in the game, but not the Cloud City version. Scarif, Jeddah, Wabani, Edu. We've also got Vardos, and if we move on to the prequel trilogy, there's Geonosis, which is obviously coming next month, Christophsis, Coruscant, Mandalore, Mustafar, Umbara. So many planets on offer here, and finally the sequels, which could offer Canto Bight and a different version of Vardos as well, the one seen in the Resurrection missions in the campaign. Remember how we haven't had a single new blaster all year? Well, the weapons designer better be paying attention here, because look at the variety on offer, sir. Like, this is crazy. And star cards. So many new star cards there on offer. There's also weapon attachments, and then if we move on to heroes, once again this is done by the trilogies, so ones that aren't in the game already that we could have for the originals could include Ezra, also Director Krennic and the Grand Inquisitor. For the prequels, obviously Obi-Wan, Anakin, who are coming to the game, Captain Rex, Ahsoka, Count Dooku, who's coming to the game alongside General Grievous as well, and Jango Fett, Ventress also on the list. Even Snoke from the sequels could be on there. Then we have loads of reinforcements on this list as well. The attention to detail is honestly just insane. And then we move on to vehicles. If I was to read out everything on this list, then forget the 10-minute mark, we'd be going way over the hour mark in this video. But this is the point I want to get across here. There's so much on offer, the possibilities are endless. So when people say we need a Battlefront 3 or Battlefront 2 is dead, there's no hope for the game. Yes, there is, there's always hope. You can keep this live service going for years on end. It's a Star Wars game, and if you do add content to the game, people will come rushing back. But instead they think one hero a month and then a month's break in between with only one map and a few stretched out clone skins is apparently content. This is what frustrates me, everyone, because I see the potential and you must see it with me, and it's wasted. Please give this list a read, it's a really good document. Thank you to Ethan for sending this in, I do appreciate it. Shout out to him, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.